Hello everyone, welcome back to Safe at Homestead. My name is Elena if you're new here, and I am mini steading on 1600 square feet here in the desert of New Mexico. And just in case you didn't know this, I am living in a 40-foot RV, and you get to see a little bit of that RV in the organizing project that I did last week. Today I want to talk about productivity and what it means to me. Productivity. It means something different to different people. For me, it's just getting something done. It doesn't have to be, I am not in most aspects of my life, I am not the go big or go home type of person. If I have 10 things on my to-do list, and I accomplish half of them, I feel accomplished and I feel like I have been productive. We all have different lifestyles, different challenges, different responsibilities, so productivity is going to be different to every one of us. Last week, we canned 20 or 21 jars of meat, and and we did some dehydrating as well. To me, that is an accomplishment, and I am going to keep doing that, chipping away at this freezer so that I can get it empty by the end of August. Well, not empty, but with enough room to fit half a quarter cow in there. One of these days, one of these years, I'd love to have half a cow. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that since I don't have a lot of room, but it's a goal. Anyways, I digress. So, 21 jars of meat and some dehydrating is really an accomplishment for me. So whatever productivity means to you, it's okay. Whatever makes you feel productive, it's okay. If you do one thing during the week, maybe you're work outside the home and you only have the weekends to get stuff done. It's okay. Whatever makes you feel like you are productive and that you have accomplished something, that is a good thing. So I am excited for next month. Next month starts the Every Bit Counts challenge from Three Rivers Homestead. And in that challenge, we are going to be preserving something every day. I am going to make a list because I do not want to wake up any day in August saying, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to preserve? I want to have a list of things that I could choose from to preserve, even if it's a little bit. That's the challenge name tells you, every bit counts. So it doesn't have to be, 4 jars of pork, or sorry about my phone. It doesn't have to be 4 jars of anything or 5 jars of anything. It can be 1 or 2 little jars of something. So that's something we're going to do together in August. So I'm having a little bit of a treat today. I get to go have lunch with the hubby, and I'm going to leave you guys with what we did last week, what accomplishments we achieved, namely preservation and a little bit of organizing here in the RV. this is a pork shoulder, and I got 5 pints, and of course I saved the bone for soup. I can only fit 4 pints in my Instant Pot Max, as I've mentioned before. So I'm going to have to find something small outside in the freezer that will give me 3 pints of something so that I can run a second batch. I am not willing to pull out the canner and get that boiling on the stove. It is already hot, so we're going to stick to the Instant Pot. I popped out really quick to the shed to go through the freezer and see if I could find something. And I did, but I wasn't sure if I showed you guys the onions. These are the red onions that I pulled out. I'm surprised that there were this many. They are, for the most part, small to medium sized, but it's not bad considering what it looked like, and that there was no green tops and that the birds really did a number on this. I'm not so disappointed with this. I'm happy with it. You guys, I could just cry. I've tried so hard to get my beans going, the pole beans. I don't know how many times I've planted along those cattle panels. Anyway, my last set of what do you call it, my last set of pre-sprouted beans took and finally were growing. They were about, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches tall. Well, we've been having a rabbit get in. I don't know exactly. I have an idea where he might be getting in, but I'm not sure. And he ate my beans. Oh, I just noticed that. That was so so upsetting. Anyway, I'm going to try to stop thinking about that. I just wanted to mention it. I did find this package of boneless, skinless chicken breast. I am going to put this into a bowl to defrost. This I got on sale for $5.26. It's almost 5 pounds of meat. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully I will fill 3 quarts so that I can can it with this. I'm going to put this one in the fridge while I wait for this to defrost and for what's already in the canner to finish. And I found this. So these will be going in the dehydrator today. They're sliced carrots. We don't eat a lot of carrots. If we can get them growing in the garden, which we have in the past, just a few, we eat them fresh. But I like carrots in my chicken soup, so I'm gonna dehydrate these and keep them for chicken soup. And then I found these 2 cut beans, and I'm gonna dehydrate those 2. I got several of these last year, and it was for the chickens, and they were not fond of this. They like peas and carrots frozen, beans frozen, but not carrots. Okay, so I'm gonna get this started, and then I'll bring you back and show you what I've done. Let's get these in the dehydrator. Last time I dehydrated, what did I dehydrate? Peas and carrots and my onion tops. I had the dehydrator set to the wrong setting. I had it too low, and so, wait, what did I have it at? Yeah, I guess I had it on herbs and spices, which may have been okay for the onion tops. but it was too low for the vegetables, so it took a lot longer, a while longer anyway. I kept checking and I was like, why is it taking so long? It's because I had it too low for vegetables. So there's different settings, if you don't know, for depending on what you're dehydrating. And the more delicate things like herbs would go at a lower setting. And then things like meat, for example, if I was doing beef jerky or something, that would go at a higher setting. Alright, so I'm going to get these 4 trays in the dehydrator so that I can get these things in jars. I'm happy to have them out of my freezer. So I just wanted to show you what we canned together last week. We did 5 cans of pulled pork. Well, it's pork shoulder, but I'm going to use it for pulled pork. We did 2 jars of the chicken breast, skinless chicken breast, and we dehydrated 2 bags of green beans and 2 bags of carrots. I have never dehydrated frozen carrots, and they were larger than I've ever dehydrated carrots. I've only ever dehydrated fresh carrots, and I think that this took quite a while to dehydrate, and if I ever do them again, I will cut them in half before I put them in the dehydrator, because last time I did them, they were a lot smaller pieces, and you know, they turned out even smaller than that. They looked kind of like grape nuts, but they dehydrated a lot faster. I think this was in too long as far as exposed to heat too long, which it does diminish its nutritional value when you do that. So this is what we did. I think this is great. We had 10 cans the week before of meat. This week we have 7. So 17 cans so far. We dehydrated peas and carrots. And what else? Oh, and the onion tops to make onion powder. So we are doing pretty well. I did take out some chicken strips today for dinner, and what's left over I'm going to go ahead and put in jars and can them. I am still working at getting everything that I can out of the freezer before the end of the month. Okay, so I said that I brought in some chicken strips, but now that it's starting to defrost, I can see that it is actually boneless ribs, which is fine. I can cut it up and put it in jars and can that. And then I also brought in some cheese from, I'm not sure when. Why don't I label things? This is, I think, Monterey Jack, a block, and then some shredded Monterey Jack. So I'm going to pop this in the refrigerator. I don't know what I was thinking when I said I was going to make some of that. Some of those ribs, no, there is no way. It is 100 degrees outside right now. It is 95 degrees in that bedroom area. I am going to make these. These I canned a couple of years ago. I might add some barbecue sauce to it, and it'll go great with the potato salad that I'm making. Yes, I have the stove on to boil potatoes. I could have used the Instant Pot, but it's really set up for canning right now, and yeah, it's just easier for me to boil on the stove, but whew, it's making it hotter in here. That is actually the 3rd time I've used the stove. I'm boiling the potatoes now, but I boiled some eggs for the potato salad and for the hubby's breakfast, and I boiled water to make a sweet tea. So 3 times today. It's funny, under normal circumstances, you don't even keep track of how many times you use your stove. But with this kind of heat, yeah, I'm keeping track. I am trying to categorize a little bit better in this tiny space. This container right here had these things that you see: light bulbs, wipes, floss, chicken emergency items, and it also had some prepping items or emergency items like headlamps and waterproof matches, and that box has a hand crank radio. They don't really go together, so I'm sure I put them together because of lack of space, but I'm gonna try and reorganize and see if I can't separate all the prepping items like emergency items and put them together so that I don't have to search for them in an emergency. See, this is what I hate. I just found in here 2 packages of floss, but I have floss up here like I showed you guys before. I have a couple of bags of floss up there. So even though I try to be organized, when you can't see things, yeah, that's a problem, when things aren't really visible. And so I bought new ones and then just stuck them in somewhere where I thought they belonged. Yeah, I'm glad I'm working on this. I'm gonna try to save some space. I'm just going to take the air out of these cotton balls. There. I'm gonna just take the air out of these cotton balls, this cotton ball bag, and just make it smaller so it takes up less space. Okay, it's half as big, and now I can stick it back up here. Ta-da! It takes up a lot less space, and I can put a lot more things in here. This container is just bar soaps, and I think there's more than I can fit in here. So I will put as many as I can put in there, and then find a place to store these. I don't think, I mean, this is from back in COVID times where we had a box of a container with masks at easy reach that we could just grab. I don't think we need to do that now or have that so readily available. We keep a couple in our car, and I think that's enough. And these are little tissues that I put mainly in my purse. So let's see what I can do to condense all this stuff and buy myself some room. Okay, one more basket done. This one has a lot of lights, lanterns. It has our headlamps. I put them in a baggie, the crank radio, and things like that. Not sure if I want to keep the toilet paper up there, but we'll see as I go what the other shelves look like. I'm excited that I have 3 empty containers. We'll see what I can do with these. And this is not toilet paper, just in case you're wondering why this toilet paper looks like this. This is half a roll of paper towel, and I use half a roll of paper towels to make my own wipes. Put that up there. And so that's what that is. Oh, I hate that this space right up here is wasted, but it's not tall enough for another row of toilet paper. We'll see what I can do with it. Okay, so in this basket, I'm putting this little baggie. It has antibacterial ointment, gloves, tape to tape bandages on. There's bandages in here, there's band-aids in here, just your everyday thing for scrapes and cuts. Have a thermometer in there. I took a lot of things out of their boxes so that they could fit a little bit better in here. And then I have 3 of these instant ice packs, and on top of that I have my cooling towels, and I moved this stuff down here. I just feel like, well, definitely health and beauty stuff we'll use more often. I need to reach for. These are actually like the refills. I have a little jar with floss, a little jar with the cotton rounds, a little jar with cotton swabs like that, and then so this is backup, and then these are the lamps and lanterns. I just thought it would be nicer to have them here and easier to reach than up here. And then this is bandages and braces, finger brace, wrist brace, just things that we've had to use in the past because of injuries. And I put an ice pack in here as well, an instant ice pack. And this we're not going to reach for often, hopefully, so I put it in the highest spot. Let's keep going. I was taking a look in the bathroom because I have some more of those metal baskets. This is like a system that I found at Goodwill, and it didn't work very well in here, but I left these two up, but it creates issues closing the door. I mean, the door closes, but then it pops right back open, and then you have to keep fighting with it. So I was looking in here because I knew I had some things, and I found these, which I haven't thought of in in ages. They were kind of like down in here, and what these are things that I just have trouble with, because do I want to keep them, and why? This is what our electric toothbrushes came in. This is my husband's. His is the black one, mine is the white one. And am I ever going to put our toothbrushes back in here? I don't know. This is the kind of stuff my husband loves to keep, and it's the kind of stuff that I want to get rid of. So I will just put them aside and let him decide. And what I was going in here for was the sinus rinse packets and the device. I mean, that is the only thing that's in the bathroom right now on those shelves, so I'm going to take those shelves down. The NeilMed Sinoflow Ready Rinse. He gets sinus issues in the fall and winter. Not always, but enough that we try to keep these things on hand. So that's also first aid, so I'll find a place to put that in here. Okay, so a few changes. The flashlights and lanterns are up here now. The bandages and braces are still here. I think I'm going to put this box up there. This is one light bulb. One light bulb in this box, and I hate having this box just for one light bulb. But, I mean, if you want to keep the light bulb safe, you need to keep it in a box, right? And then down here, this is the one that was in the bathroom, this container. And so in here I have different, like these are some concentrated cleaners. This is my Swiffer dusters. I just folded them up in here along with some disposable mop little pads for cleaning the floors. This is some cleaning wipes. This is a lint roller, and this is a little contraption my hubby got. He loves to use it. It does a great job with cat hair. All the health and beauty aids are here. This container has my hubby's sinus rinse bottle along with all the little packets. This one is first aid for now. I showed you guys what's in there. And this has the cooling cloths that we use on a regular basis. So it has to be somewhere where we can easily grab it. I think I'm going to grab these two that have like little face towels and hand towels and take it in the living room and sit there for a little bit. It is getting hot in here. I am up in the area that I shared with you guys. That is the bedroom and bathroom, and it is not very well cooled by the system that we have going in the living room. So it's 88 degrees in here right now, and I am getting a little bit hot. So I am going to go out to the living room with these and organize these a little bit better, and then we'll be back. Alright, so let's take a look at this closet now. On the top shelf we have extra toilet paper, that one paper towel roll, half a roll for when I need to make more wipes. This is my homemade laundry soap. I use this when I don't have my favorite laundry soap on hand. This is the box that has all the bandages and braces for thumbs or wrists or what have you. I didn't show the contents of this, but in here I have a stethoscope, a blood pressure cuff, and another stethoscope, and just a few things from my days as a midwife and doula. And that's the dreaded box with the one light bulb. There's nowhere else for me to put it, so it stays there. This basket has all the LED lights, battery operated lanterns and things like that, flashlights, anything related to, you know, the power is out and we need to have some light, except for this big pillowcase that I stuck in here. That is really for if we ever need to filter water, we can filter it into a 5-gallon bucket, or from a 5-gallon bucket into another 5-gallon bucket. Maybe that's something I'll share with you guys one day, but it's good to have as a filtration system in case of emergency. Okay, here, this other basket has all the cleaning things. I decided to put the bag with all the masks back here. We can access them easily if we ever need them again, but it's not something that we're using right now. All-purpose cleaner, wipes, the Swiffer dusters, and the disposable mop pads, things like that. Vacuum attachments, the little cleaner things that my husband loves. I found another one. I don't know if it came in a package of 2 or if he bought 2 separate times. This is a lint roller. Here, all the health and beauty aids, cotton rounds, floss, soap, yeah, all those things. This I found in the bottom shelf, a basket with these, so I just put them there. They're disposable forks and knives and spoons. This is a bag with some ones that we kept from the past, some disposable cups, and some disposable on-the-go cups for hot things like tea or hot chocolate. This is a package of flatware, plasticware, spoons, forks, and knives. This is where I am keeping our cooling towels, easy to just grab. This is where our batteries are kept. We have all different sizes. We just like to be prepared. This is where my husband's sinus treatment stuff is kept. I'm going to label this one first aid, because in here we have bandages, bandage tape, band-aids, antibacterial ointment. We have a few of the instant ice compresses or cold compresses in here as well. Down here, this is where I will keep our sheets. We only have 2 sets of sheets. I don't think that we need any more. One is washing, one is on the bed, and the one that's washing is the one that's going to go here. We have some hand towels. We have a few in the laundry still that will go in here with these, and under this is where I'm going to put our towels. We have 2 sets of towels, one in use, one washing. This basket under here has some little blankets that we put into our cat's bed. She doesn't really sleep in it during the warmer months. It is too hot for her, but in the winter time when she is using it, we like to put them in because it's easy to just take that out and wash it instead of having to deal with her hair in the bed itself. This is just some washcloths, and this is where I'm going to keep the iron. Okay, last shelf. This is a big essential oil storage dispenser thing. I have a lot of essential oils, but I really don't like that this is here. It takes up a lot of space, but we don't have anywhere else to put it. It's quite large. That's something that I'm gonna hopefully deal with in the near future. Here I have an extra flashlight, and when you first come into our RV, there's some hooks to the right, and I have a head lantern there, so if we both have to go out, there's something that each of us can use at night. Back in the back is where I put the chicken meds, just those 2 containers, and to the right of it I have just some mats for drying dishes, and underneath that I have 2 rugs. I also have our vacuum here. This vacuum is too large for this space, for this RV. I am in the market for a smaller one. I do want one like a stick vacuum, but I need something smaller than this. We came from a bigger place when we brought this, but we kept it because we needed something to vacuum a rug that we have. It's almost a room size rug in the living room. Water. These 3 containers have water. This is 3 of 6 or 7 containers that we have with water. Pushed back there some more solo cups, this disposable cups, and I thought just before I started videoing that this is a good place to keep my seeds. Normally they are under the RV. It gets really hot under there, so I think this is a better place for my seeds. And then here in this corner, this used to be an area where we kept shoes. We may start doing it again now that I've reorganized. I don't know for sure. Back there is a roll of plastic, and then right in one of these little shoe pocket things is a tape, a new roll of tape. And that is if for any reason we ever have to tape up the RV, tape up our windows, whatever safety issue might come up when we're told that we need to cover our windows, that's what that's there for. And this is some liquid nails, subfloor and deck, it says, and I used this when I was putting the wood, these panels down in the RV. We are not finished doing that, as you can see right here, so that's there for when we find some time to finish the job in here. I was thinking that we would use this in the back here in this closet because I think it would be nice. And I thought of the bathroom, I mentioned that, but really we have a plan for what we wanted to do in the bathroom and the bedroom, and so I don't want to change that plan. I just didn't want to waste this, but I think I'm going to use it here in this closet and it'll work out just fine. Oh, I almost forgot, last but not least, I am hanging my Swiffer here, and these are some extra fly swatters, and that will stay here. These hooks used to be for broom and mop. That's in the kitchen. It was just too much stuff to have in here, and then it was hard to access anything that was in here and in those pockets, so yeah. Oh, and this white plug is the plug to the fan that I'm using here in this bedroom. Obviously this other black one is the vacuum. Okay, so that is it, you guys. I think it looks a lot more organized. I think things are in better spots, easier to reach, and most importantly, easier to see. So you can see what's in each spot, and so you can easily find it. All right, time to turn this fan back on. It is hot in here, and yeah, I am sweating. So I am excited to have shared this with you guys. I hope it inspires you. If you have a small space that you need to organize, you can do it. It can be done. It's just a challenge sometimes, but it's doable. All right, so I am done with this, and the next spot that I take on to organize, I will bring you guys along. Bye. I took these boneless ribs out. Let's see, when was that? On Monday, and I really did not want to do it on Monday. I didn't feel like it, so I did something else. I did some organizing in one of my closets, but I wanted to get it done. Well, it had to be done this week. It's defrosted, so, and it's simple. I just did not want to do it, and I didn't want to turn the I didn't even want to turn the Instant Pot on to do any canning, but we're going to take care of it today. I'm trying to really be productive this week, even if not every day. I want to do something. So for the past week, so Friday we did some canning, Monday we did some canning. Did we? Or was it Tuesday? Ah, the days just run together for me. No, we did do some canning on Monday. We did, yeah, we did. We did do some canning on Monday. And then Wednesday was the day that I did not want to do anything. I didn't want to do any canning. I didn't want to turn the Instant Pot on. So I think that's the day I organized my little closet. I'm going to share that with you guys. Being organized, I love being organized, but being organized in an RV can be a challenge. But it's possible. And when we first moved in, we had less things in this RV, or different things. I shouldn't say less things, just different things. And so things were organized one way, but then we got different things, especially storage shelves. That was a big change in what the layout looked like in this RV, because I needed them, because I was canning and dehydrating, and I needed a place to keep stuff. And our shed is one of those Rubbermaid type click together sheds, and there's really no insulation in there, and I think the food would have gone bad in there. It would have been too hot for it anyway. So I had to figure out a way to keep it inside. I do keep some things under my RV, but those are cans, like things I get from the store. But as far as what I preserve myself, I keep it in the house. So I had to have storage for that, which one of these days you guys will see this RV. One of my dreams for being in an RV was having an empty RV, as far as the, you know, the entertainment center and the couch and the easy chairs, all that stuff that comes in RVs. This stuff is washed, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering about this stuff in the bottom of the bag. This was rinsed and then put in this Ziploc. Anyway, I didn't want any of those things in my RV. I wanted to be able to determine the layout of my RV, you know, as to what I wanted. And actually, that is what we got. When we bought this RV, the only thing that was in it as far as furniture was the bed in the bedroom. Actually, that was it, the bed in the bedroom. Obviously the kitchen counter, that kind of stuff was in here. And I'm trying to think what else was left in here. Nothing. So it was really easy for us to do the floors, to, you know, rip up the carpet and take care of the floors, things like that. And it's gone through several iterations of design, my RV has, and I'm still not 100% pleased with it, because I find that even though I like open shelving for my canning stuff, for too much of my canning stuff, it's a little messy looking, and I don't like that. Let's see. This should go over here. Okay, a little salt, because pork needs salt. This is not for preserving purposes, just for flavor. And that's it. Let's put the lids on, and we'll pop it in the Instant Pot. I'm debating if I should put a little bit of water in it. I like it to be covered, mostly covered with water, and sometimes when you don't add any water, you have like you have about 3/4 of it covered, and then the 1/4 is exposed to the air. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just like it to be totally covered and the fat cap to be above it. Let me think about it. I decided against it because I don't want to have to do the debubbling, and you do need to do that if you put water in or any liquid in. So let's see, we were up to 17 jars of canned meat. This will make 21. So that is awesome. And let's see, today's Thursday, Friday, whoops, Friday. So Friday to Friday, 21 cans is not bad. With a little organizing project in the middle, I think this is a good week, a very productive week. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate your taking time out of your busy schedules to spend it with me. I hope that you were inspired to do some organizing, some preservation. If you have any questions about preserving food or living in an RV, please leave them in the comments below. I would have loved to answer your questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.